What's up, everybody? This is Jada on piano, where we make music make sense. And in today's video, I want to talk about inner voice harmony, or like a double resolution. So we're going to be talking about that today in the key of F. But before I get to that, go ahead and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. If you like this kind of stuff, share it with your friends, comment, tell me what kind of ways you're using the stuff you learn on this channel. Anyway, jumping right in, we're going to be in the key of F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1. Now, last week or so, I did a video on the Lord's Prayer, and I did a move like this. That's the whole move. Now, if we just remember what we were just talking about, the B flat is the 4, and this is the first inversion 1 chord. Well, how am I saying this is an inner voice? Where are we getting our inner voice harmony from? Here's what's happening. If we also remember, and you can check out that Lord's Prayer video from last week. I'll put it in a card or something like that so you can check that out. But here's what the whole thing sounded like in context. This is right at the beginning. That's the whole thing. Now, if we remember, 4 to 1 is a plagal cadence. A plagal cadence is just like the amen. 4 1. So this is in a sense a plagal cadence right in the middle of the song. But we're going a step further. We're doing that. Where is the inner voice harmony? Well, check this out. When I'm here, that's my B flat major 7. But then I'm looking at this as a suspended chord. You can look at it as a suspended chord. You can look at it as the G minor 6, as it's telling us, with the B flat in the bass. Or you can look at it as the E minor 7 flat 5. The last way you can look at it is the rootless, and you won't see that on the screen, but the rootless C dominant 9. That's the way that this is an inner voice harmony. Check this out. When we're here, so we're on the chord, but then we suspend it. This becomes, if we look at it as the C9, where does the 5 chord, what is C the 5 of? Well, guess what? We happen to be in that key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? So the dominant chord we know leads us to the 1, which is the F. What happens? C9, right? Leading us to the 1 in first inversion. So we have 4-1 resolution, and we also have 5-1 happening at the same time. That's why I'm saying a double resolution, or the inner voice harmony. Now check this out within the same key. And that was just C, which is the dominant chord, going to F. Watch me do the same thing in some inner voices. You see my C up here? Here's my C chord. In second inversion, I happen to have 2 G's in it, but I'm putting the D underneath it. And then, so I've got my F major chord up here, so I went, there's that resolution, but I'm also doing this D to G. Well, if we know anything about the key of G, we know that D also resolves to G. So we have both of those resolutions. So, you know, our ear is hearing both of those. Sorry, let me do it better. And then if you check that out, I went here. So if I played that out further to get back in my key, and then what's happening? Now, normally I did this basically in that inner voice. Well, if we know anything about this key right here, because check this out. We went here, here, in the inner voice. See that? So I'm here. My inner voice was C major, F major, or F dominant, really, technically, and and then B flat major. Well, even though C major is not in the key of B flat, C minor is. But this would be the secondary dominant. This would be the dominant, actual dominant of the key. And this would be the key. We did all that in the inner voice while doing this in the key we're actually in. We resolved this here, and we resolved the D to the G to the C in our key, both at the same time. So we're kind of simultaneously resolving to the key of C, or no, resolving to the C, but we're still in the key of F in our actual bass, but in the inner voices hidden in there, we've got a resolution to a B flat. So it's these type of things that make chords, especially extended chords, make sense in their context, even though you're playing notes outside of the key. In some cases, like this is totally notes inside the key, notes totally inside the key, notes totally inside the key, and then we're going here. You know, it has to do with the harmonic series, of course, and, you know, stacking up all these notes, you can hear those harmonies in the overtone series. But the basic premise of this entire thing is we have what's happening in the key, but we also have these inner voices that may be resolving to something outside of the key. So if you saw it here, or that resolved there, but the same movement still in my key, you know, haven't even left the key of F at all. Can do the same thing. Watch the 3 to the 6. That's still in my key, but that's right there. Here's my C chord, A minor, it's a D minor. That happens to me 3/6, just as plain as day. But those inner voices, right there on it. And let's see, what if, I mean, we know C F, we do that naturally in that key. Let me go outside of the key and use those same concepts though, really quick. In the key of D flat, watch me use that same C to F transition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. In D flat, this B flat chord, and I want to use the B flat chord like I was using it, but we know that the B flat is minor. So let me suspend this one. Watch this dominant. It's a dominant flat 9. See that? We have this, and then now that's going way out, but it can be done. So let's play in this key for a minute. See that? So I was here. Sorry. Something like that. So I'm still, there's my C, and here's my F, tucked inside the chord, and then I only did it just on those two chords that time, and then this time, well, that's where I'm going, because right, I made a sharp 5. This is the sharp 5, so it's an extension, and then back in my key. But we still had that inner voice harmony on that chord. So be looking out for those types of things while you're playing. You not only can resolve on the natural level of the key that you're in, but you can also be resolving on the inside of your chord. And sometimes that may be why some chords don't sound as good as others. Or it could be why you can get some really crazy stuff into the key that you're in, even though those notes don't belong. So anyway, that was a video on the inner voice harmonies. And if you like that, again, like I said, hit the subscribe button down below. Let me know how you can use this chord in some of the songs that you play. Just let me know where you're using it, if you like this stuff, how it's helping you out, if it's growing you as a musician, and like and share this video. Anyway, see you next time. Happy practicing.